What's up, guys? So I don't even know how this video is gonna go. Honestly, I just posted like a little rant on like TikTok, and of course you're hearing like Optic podcast right now. Actually, it's not the podcast; it's the pre-game show. But for Call of Duty, so just a little rant. And sorry, it's going to be in portrait mode, but I just want to talk about Call of Duty Warzone, specifically when you're playing with randoms, or if you do this yourself with your teammates, like your friends and stuff. I just gotta know why, because like I don't know. So when you're playing Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence on Rebirth, or I believe it's Fortune's Keep also has Resurgence. Every time, like let's say you die, teammate dies, then why is it that you or your teammates tend to not try and lower that time? Usually, like I understand it if it's like just a heavily like bombarded area, but if you haven't like the time to either, let's say, I forget what it is. I think it's engineer, which is where you can show pings of like crates or supply drops or something, or like anything like that. Anything that will lower the time by 1. And then I may have these times like messed up, but I believe it's when you have engineer. That might be the wrong perk. I don't know. I usually have it on my loadouts, just so I like whenever I play Resurgence, I know I at least have that one like perk that would be useful if I can't like get near anything. I can at least hack and disable, or do whatever I can to either lower time for my teammates, because I'm gonna be honest, usually like you should at least have one player that's like kind of a medic role or a redeploy role. And that's kind of what I do anyways. So it's always good to have that, at least that one player. And then you of course always have to have slayers. I am not a slayer type, I will admit to that. I can like slay every now and then. That's saying a lot, because I'm not that good. I mean, I feel like I used to be good. Anyways, okay, back to the conversation though. Back to the point. So, I believe it's, when you ping something, it lowers the time by 1 second. And then when you open actually when you open your like loadout crates or something like that, I believe it lowers it by 7. And then it's when you open crates, just like the regular crates that you find on the map, I believe it's gonna be 3 seconds. I want to say it's 2, but I believe it's 3, which actually like lowers time by like, if you have like, let's say, I would say around 3 to 5 crates are gonna be within the vicinity. You're already lowering it by 9 to 15 seconds, which is a lot of time taken off, especially when you have someone that's going to redeploy within 30 seconds to 45 seconds, and then you can just go hide. You just basically cut it in half, or like, what is it, 9 seconds out of 30? I don't know, you guys do the math. But yeah, so that takes off a lot of time, and it also lets your team get back to basically what it was prior to basically being shot down however many players. And then it's like, if you have a good shot, or you at least know it's gonna be just a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1, at least if you get downed and die, at least you have that time already given to the other player or players to redeploy and basically just move out of that vicinity, go to a new one, maybe go to where further loadout drop was placed, something like that, and they just get you back right to where they are. And I believe, like in total, unless you do a finisher, I think a finisher lowers the time by 13 seconds, 12 to 13 seconds. And if you just gun someone down, it's hold on, what is it? Yeah, you gun someone down, it'll be 2 seconds. And then on top of that, if you completely kill them, it'll be plus 7 seconds. So that'll be in total be about 9 seconds. So with that said, if you're able to do that, you might as well, I feel like if you do that, you're basically clutching up for your teammates. And honestly, that helps so much when it comes to Resurgence. Like, Resurgence is the biggest part of the game mode Resurgence, because it adds the variable of being able to bring someone back within that small amount of time, compared to, let's say, close to a minute, you know, being 45 seconds, maybe even 50. I think 55 is probably the highest time that I'm used to seeing. And then I'll just have teammates who are just straight up slaying, just gunning down people, and they'll lower it by at least, what is it, when you take out a whole party? I think it's, I don't know what, I'm not sure if they add time if you take out like a team wipe. I think it is though. But so like it'd be 9 times 4, so that'd be about 36 seconds. So that lowered it at least by 36, 55, so it'd be 19 seconds. You only have 19 seconds to come back. 19 seconds before you come back. It's like, that's a major, if I'm saying that incorrectly, then oops. I am not doing good with basic math for some reason right now. But honestly, that is such a huge advantage. And I would say most people though, yeah, like I used to like camp a lot too. And I still do every now and then. Especially when I do like live stream on Twitch. I'll usually like try and gun someone down. You know, I'll take part in trying to gunning someone down and basically redeploy someone as quick as possible, because that's majorly what I do. I just lower times, basically play as medic, and then do most of the like tactical movement, basically just telling everyone where someone is, something like that, or fulfill contracts, get the money, stuff like that. Like, I don't usually run and gun, that's just not my forte, but everything that's more tactical, more sneaky, I'm definitely on that side of the fence. And honestly, that's probably, like, if I know I'm not that good of a slayer, then I know I need to fulfill a different role by being a medic, or basically being a reconnaissance kind of person in that sense. So if you know you're not that guy, basically, don't try to be that guy. I mean, if you're trying to, of course, you know, just getting better at a game. You're always getting better at the game. But you got to get better at the game within your own means of knowing what you play best at. Because if you don't do that, then you're more detrimental to your teammates and yourself, rather than being anywhere advantageous. So I just want to put that out there for the COD community, especially on Warzone. Resurgence, maybe take a different path of how you're trying to be a helping hand in the fight, rather than try and place everything like on someone else, or, you know, trying to, like, I don't know, just getting rageful, especially because I've had those teammates. Usually I play with randoms because I usually don't like, I usually haven't been playing with like any of my friends, because everyone has different like time schedules and stuff like that. But even in the past, when I was playing with my friends, only played that role because that's what I was best at. If I ever wanted to like snipe, I used to always snipe, which I believe I have clips of in my YouTube. But anyways, so basically I would say it's just like I think it'd be like a search and rescue basically, just like on Call of Duty. I'm not sure if they do that in Vanguard or if they're going to do that with the MW2, but I know in Black Ops, I think it was, yeah, Black Ops, I don't think Black Ops 2 did it, but I think it's Black Ops 3. Oh, Call of Duty Ghost, that was actually I'm gonna be honest, my favorite one. I know everyone hates it, but that was my favorite. Probably will remain as my favorite Call of Duty. But yeah, doing search and rescue, if you can just try and redeploy those teammates, you've already created that much of an advantage and laid out basically a foundation of having an honorable place with your teammates. Because honestly, it's not going to always be about being the top slayer, because sometimes not even people with the top slayer or teams with the top slayer are going to be ones who get the victory, which kind of sucks for the ones who've been slain so long and stuff like that, and usually take out your competition that probably would have gunned you down even worse. But that goes to show that people need to start, I don't want to say selfish, not start being selfish, start being like selfless, but like they need to start thinking more tactically. Because I think that the way Call of Duty's been doing things, especially when it comes to like, again, like search and rescue, which is completely like a huge variable to add into a search and destroy kind of situation, goes to show that adding that variable actually helps provide an advantage for those who aren't used to being a slayer. Because if you're being a slayer, usually you're going to be better at doing search and destroy. But if you give that added variable to the players who can play that tactical role, you're going to be even better off, because you're going to be on that more support side. But if you're more of a slayer, honestly this video wasn't for you, but being a slayer also lowers time, so it goes hand in hand. So there's always going to be positives, there's going to be negatives, to how variables work out with Warzone and stuff like that. Even like other game modes, like just mentioning search and destroy and search and rescue, and how those are very similar but very different. Just adding like that variable can make a huge change and impact on your team. So I just want to put that out there. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to basically go on a little rant about that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Much love and peace.